I want to tell you how I found hip-hop and how it changed my life. What's up, you guys? My name is Boboy Watson, and I'm here to tell you my story. Let's start where hip-hop started for me. My sister, Jaala, went to California around age 12, and when she came back, she brought something with her called hip-hop. See, my parents were music lovers, so as young kids, we grew up listening to all the oldies. My mom also got me a drum set because as a young boy, I showed interest in playing the drums. But yeah, back to the oldies. We only were listening to music, with no swearing. It was always, PG-13 and stuff like that. So when we heard hip hop, it was like something we wanted to discover because, it was not, our parents didn't want us to do it. So of course we wanted to do it even more. So let's go back to when my sister Zara brought hip-hop back from California with her and showed it to me and Joshua, her younger brothers. I remember hearing it and knowing we weren't supposed to be listening to it because of how bad it was. Bad as in for kids. My dad was huge on no swearing policies, and my mom, she would throw the F-bomb out here and there when she gets angry. It wasn't long until I was in love with hip-hop and rap music. Luckily, another one of my sisters, Jaala, left around some CDs that we found. At first, I would listen to the beginning of the song, starting at the first line. And then I would write that line down, rewind it, and then go to the second line. And I would fill up my notebook with songs that I liked that were hip hop. And then eventually, I was like, I think I can do this myself. It popped a question in my head. Could I do this professionally? Like these people are doing, they're stars. You see, they're having fun, they're partying, God knows what. And as a kid, it seems like the life, I don't know, I already loved music a lot. So when I saw that you could make a living out of it, it instantly became my dream. Then I started to write my own rhymes. And this is where it gets interesting because even though they were cat in the hat type of rhymes, I moved into the space of creating things that were solely coming from me because I had already learned kind of how a song structure goes in little ways just by writing it in my notebook. But hey, I didn't care. It made me feel some type of way and I loved it. In 4th grade, I remember asking one of my friends if they knew any songs that they knew the lyrics to. And then they said they liked the song Locked Up by Akon. And I was like, wow, I actually know the lyrics to that song because it had been one of the songs that I wrote in my notebook and memorized. So I did Akon's little verse and they loved it. They were so surprised and excited to hear something. And from there on, I believe I felt the power of music and how it makes people feel good and how I want to help people feel good by inserting myself into the business and creating something that can help people. And music was helping me because it would help me get through bad days or, when I'm stressed out, I would be listening to this hip hop. And I was like, even though I'm a kid, I still have a place to get away. And that was with my headphones and the CD player. There's also another pillar in my memory that stuck with me. My sister Zara stole this CD from my other sister Jaala's car. This artist is who really introduced me to my singing voice. I somewhat knew that I could sing a little bit, but this artist's songs made me stumble upon my sweet singing voice. I remember hearing my voice and thinking, wow, that sounds really good. I could actually be a singer. The funniest thing about that is that it was music from T-Pain's first album, Rappa Ternt Sanga. This album was a huge milestone for me. Although I didn't start singing as much as I should have, the seed was planted. Then as kids, we started to figure out that there was a show that comes on about hip hop, and it was called BET, Black Entertainment Television. BET was on at night, and my dad would never allow us to watch it, so of course we had to do it secretly. Act like we're watching cartoons, but when they leave, we flip it back to BET. BET allowed us to hear a lot of new music from the new rappers and hip-hop artists that were blowing up at the time. Also, keep in mind that in Hawaii, there wasn't really rap stations. There was only oldies, Hawaiian music, and stuff like that. But to know that there was a whole community around what we call hip hop, it sprouted a whole dream that was now bigger than me. If you want to see episode 2, like, comment, and subscribe.